Visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
It's time to prove your dueling mettle and see if we've a new school champion. Meet me at the usual place for the final round of crossed wands. Also, the training dummy is still available.
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
champion coming through.
Hello, Lucan. I'd like to practice with the training dummy.
Excellent idea.
That'd be brilliant.
Wonderful. If you need to stop practicing before...
Accio. Incendio. Levioso.
Excellent form.
Accio. Incendio.
That's it.
Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Incendio.
Good one. Impressive wand work. I take...
Thanks, Lucan.
Oh, stop. Don't... Seriously, well done. Plus, you'll be even more...
Hello, Lucan.
Big match today. It all comes down. Ready for a shot at glory?
I certainly am.
Brilliant.
Yes.
Then...
We can make this a real victory.
That's the spirit.
You're better than that!
Accio. Incendio. Levioso.
There goes my way.
Sendo.
Confringo.
Protego. Stupefy.
Is that all you've got?
Stupefy. Sendo. Stupefy. Accio. Levioso. Stupefy.
Confringo.
Act like a winner.
Ringo.
Give him a four.
Levioso. Accio. Incendio.
Protego.
Levioso.
They made a crap's breakfast out of you that round.
Yes, I'm ready now.
Very well. Good luck out there.
Accio. Stupefy. Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Stupefy. Accio. Levioso. Incendio. Protego.
Confringo. Levioso.
Stupefy. Accio. Incendio. Stupefy. Incendio. Accio. Incendio.
What a duel. What a victory! You've won the tournament!
I'm just pleased to have done as well as I did.
And we're pleased to have such a gracious champion. Now, to the victor goes the prize! And so it is my great honour to present you with this simple yet elegant token of supreme dueling accomplishment.
Thank you. It's been an honour.
You earned it. You are a duelist to be reckoned with. Now that we've definitively crowned the tournament winner, I suppose I should get back to my schoolwork. Wonder how my head...
Revelio. Revelio. I should investigate.
It is good to see you, my
Hello,
friend.
Natty. How are you?
I am well, thank you.
I'm all right at the moment.
If you...
They want something that...
When were you at Gringa?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit... Professor Fig says I have...
What does that mean?
I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it. And I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a... Everyone has been talking about you, and I shall never... Both of you have...
What sort of stuff?
Men like Rookwood. I am not going to sit by...
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair.
I had heard other more reasons. Rumor has it, taking him down...
That may be true.
I spoke with her. I overheard some... I was thinking...
All right.
I am going to watch. In the meantime...
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be...
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
Oh, actually.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes. Stop right there! Take it because
I'm not going anywhere.
you'll take this stupid over my dead body!
Incendio.
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why two Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders? It's a long story.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we was typical hard-working Hufflepuff. She's a travelling vendor. Here's what's going on.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service. Historian and archaeologist special...
Merlin? Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very same.
Fixtures?
I believe he created...
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an...
Mallowsweet?
I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed...
Precise! I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swirl, and we'll see what happens. My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
Incendio!
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
Merlin's beard! How beautiful! What a day! I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes.
Are all of the trials like this one?
You should feel free to sort. My guess is that each will also require Mallowsweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Might I beseech you for some assistance?
Hello. Can I help you?
Oh, thank goodness. Yes. My name is Grace Pinch Smedley. I was hoping someone would come along soon. I was about to defy my... You see, I need to retrieve...
Diving into the lake sounds like an adventure. Tell me more.
Splendid! Precisely the response I'd hoped for.
What do you need help retrieving?
Years ago, my grandfather, who fancied himself quite the astronomer, set sail from Hogsmeade Station for what was meant. They never returned. We can't be sure. We only know that neither they nor their boat made it back to Father was so distraught that he forbade our family from setting foot on. A treasured family astrolabe vanished with them that...
You seem to think I might have heard of the bath.
That's like asking why the sky is blue or grass is green. The Pinch Smedley name is... We are known for our contributions to science and art. But with all I plan to discover about the world around us, those that don't yet know the name certainly one day will. I understand. I've cross-referenced the vessel's last alleged location against the lake's topography. My best guess is that it's just over there, about a furlong from the dock. It would be wonderful to have my... I do hope you find the astrolabe. It would mean so much to our family.
It sounds as if her astrolabe is just northeast of the dock. I should dive down and see. This must be where the Pinch Smedley family astrolabe is. I should let Grace know that I found her family astrolabe.
Find the dive too terribly difficult.
Hello, Grace. I followed your bearings on a dive in the black...
Oh, how incredible!
I did, but it wasn't easy. I shall need to be compensated.
I see. That's fair, I suppose. A reward, so to speak, for finding the buried treasure. Thank you for recovering it. You do well to keep an eye out for more spots to dive. A diver of your caliber is certain to find all sorts of things down there. Thank you again. And I do hope you keep diving. You certainly... for finding treasure.
Professor Shah is hard to read, but I find I certainly make sure I stay abreast with my homework. Teachers don't like it if you fall behind.
Is she growing Punja's onion again?
Good morning, Professor Garlick.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our...
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be...
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to... Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited them. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy.
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class. Well done! Now, what say we branch out? Introduce. You'll find that the cabbages do get testy without some...
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your thing.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant. Here we are. Home of the Chinese chop. Go on. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest. Look at that. How anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters.
I'm sorry.
Garlic said she wanted... Nothing to it, really. Just toss some of those Chinese... Vicious little bastards, aren't they? Not saying you can't go it alone.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and Deathcap has more of them. If you get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide.
I tended to the Chinese chomping.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? And good, as you do.
Magical plants have so much to offer.
I'm glad. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything.
Those mandrakes are really relishing their new pot.
Did you know that you can... To make anything grow, we must first...
What are you up to now? How nice to see you, my young friend.
Auras or someone from the ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade.
Professor Black would never allow it. It would make him look completely incompetent, which he is.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wigan-Weld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wigan-Weld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous. I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
Yes, but why does that matter to you?
Brilliant! And it matters because you can be a part of something truly creative. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you.
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for Listen, anyone with a... I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where...
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather, as you'll already be in Sharp's office with...
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm...
A well-prepared...
Revelio.
Your potion should not be that color, Miss McDowell.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
You should get back to brewing your...
Should you chop the kidney or crush it? The wrong answer could result in the unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah!
Get it!
Oh! Dragon Dog!
What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
Professor...
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own.
I brewed an Edurus potion as you are.
I'm surprised you had the time.
I'm sorry.
Taking responsibility for one's actions. As for the work you did today at your... I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the...
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain and pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the... Now, I recommend that... That'll be all. I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
Revelio.
A portrait in our common room wants to talk to you. It's Eldritch Diggory. He used to be the Minister for Magic, I think.
I think there were dogs
I've
as
always
well.
said that travel broadens the mind.
Ugh, I can't wait to have a nap. Now that I have all my gobstones back, I'm ready.
Hey, it's me, Gareth. Do you have a moment?
That was an interesting class.
Thanks to you. Wasn't precisely what I had in mind. I hope Sharp wasn't too disagreeable when you had...
Professor Sharp was annoyed, but we saw...
Cheers to that. He probably had... Sharp may seem gruff, but I'd bet a few galleons he blew up a potion. Best be off. Next time we talk, I promise.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before.
Revelio. You wanted to see me, sir?
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself. So few students know who I am these days. Eldritch Diggory, former Minister for Magic and founder of the Aura recruitment program, at your service. I believe you can help solve a decades-old murder, thanks to that book you found, and, in particular, its missing pages.
How do you know about the book and the pages?
We portraits hear more than you might suspect, and most of us can keep a secret. So, what say you? Surely a Hufflepuff such as yourself would be inclined to help seek long overdue justice.
This could be all right.
Glad to hear you are up. My great niece, and the unsolved murder of which I speak. I often visit my portrait in...
I shall go and see her right away.
Brilliant. I shall see you there. Soon,